everyone, welcome back to SEAMRITE Fashion Academy YouTube channel once again today. I'm so glad to be with you on this channel today. So today is going to be the making of a keyhole corset, as you can see on the thumbnail. Okay, this is a subscriber's request and I decided to make this video to show you how you can go about a keyhole corset neckline. So right here you can see what I have right on my paper. That is the basic bodies. So if you don't know how to draft a perfect basic bodies, we have a basic bodies pattern drafting on this channel. You can click on it to watch how you can make a perfect body. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, and drop your comments on the comment section and your suggestions as well. So now I have my basic lines. This is my shoulder line. This is my chest line, my bust point line, my under bust point, and this is my waist line. So first thing first, if you have been following the videos on this channel, from the nip of your natural neckline, you take your shoulder, mid shoulder, and connect to the bust point for a perfect bust contouring. Next you'll be doing is to go over to the bust point and place your tape. Take the difference, rotate the difference between bust point and under bust. That is your bust radius. And this bust radius you are seeing right here is going to serve where your bust is going to sit. So I always like making these lines because it guides me on how much I want to conceal my bust. Okay, so I don't expose my bust. So right now I've made this line. So for a corset, it depends on actually what you want. I'll be using the chest line to mark out our center bone line. So from the center front, this is my center front. From the center front, I'll come in by 0.5 or 0.4. So when I open it, I'll be having 1 inch there. So if you are using 0.4 inch, if you open, you'll be having 0.8. Okay, so this is the center front. And the center front line, you can cut in pieces and attach your boning line, or you can cut on fold and sew your regling boning on it. It all depends on what you actually want to achieve. So if you want to know more on corsets, we have a corset paid class on Telegram. I'll be dropping the link on the description box below. So if you are interested to learn more on all types of corsetry, you can join us on Telegram for your corset drafting. So now I'll be measuring my bust radius right here. Can you see? On this line, I'm taking the bust radius, and whatever thing I have there, I'll be measuring from the shoulder line to that point. So here I have about 7 inches. So I'll just draw a straight line to serve as my the part at which my neckline is going to start. So now I want to form my corset, and you can see how I place my pattern ruler from that point to the corset, and then I place it and blend it back into the armhole line. So to contour your upper bust, from this center line you'll be marking 0.75 or 3/4 of an inch. And from here you'll be marking 3/4 of an inch, which is 0.75. You place the straight part of your ruler like this and place the other part like this. So this is the part at which we are going to cut off now to contour the corset. So next we want to do is to jump into the underbust contouring. So for the underbust contouring, you'll be placing the tape around your underbust very firmly. From the center front line, whatever thing you have to mark it. So to contour the underbust right now, I'll be placing my tape on the center front line. and I'll be measuring my underbust, putting your tape around your underbust very firmly. Whatever figure you have, divide it by 4 and make a mark. Place your tape from the center front and make a mark at where you have it. Whatever thing remaining here, you put equally for a corset. I have 1.5 inch here. I'm going to share 1.5 by 2, and it gives me 0.5. So from the outer that leg here, I'm going to impute 0.75, and here 0.75. So whatever figure you have here, impute here and here equally for a corset. So now I'm going to place my pattern ruler for my corset, drafting like this. Can you see that? So once that is done, next is to connect my cup. From this point, I'll be connecting my cup all the way to that point. But coming over to this part, I'm taking my bust radius, okay, and I'll add 0.5 to it because the bust is fuller on this side. So I'll place my pattern ruler from this point I contoured and get over there. So here I call this cup 1, I call this cup 2. Then here you'll be keeping your ruler straight, as you can see. So it means we are going to take away everything we have as that right here, okay? So when sewing this corset, ensure you add enough seam allowance, because if you look at here, we've taken away 0.50, that is 1 inch. That was 1.5 here before, but now it has extended to 2.5. So when adding your seam allowance, make sure you accommodate it at that point to avoid shortage. So that is that for the corset. So if you are making a complete corset, this is what you have right now. But then we want to concentrate on the keyhole. That is the main focus of this tutorial. So for the keyhole corset, here at the center front, the neckline is at the natural neckline. So I will come down a little bit by 0.5, so it does not actually choke on that point, okay? So once I've done that, I'm recreating my neckline. That is what I'm doing, as you can see here. So neckline is recreated. That is the new neckline. Now for the keyhole, from the new neckline, I'll come down by 2 inches. Okay, depends on what you actually want for the keyhole. You can also do 1.5. Okay, let me do 1.5 inch. So we'll be able to connect that. So I'm going to freehand what we need from this outer that leg. That is where the keyhole starts, okay? So I'm going to take it like this to meet up the 1.5. Can you see that? So that is the keyhole for you. So everything we have here will be sewn into the body. So here is unfold, okay? Take note that when you are cutting, the yoke part here is unfold. So right now we are done with the corset, and I would want to cut this for you to see. So I'm going to cut right now. This is the bust dart, and we cut through the armhole line. Okay, now I'm cutting through the shoulder seam. I'm cutting through the new neckline. Okay, remember I extended it so it does not choke. So here I cut my center front completely. Okay, so I'm cutting the keyhole neckline right now, and I'll cut it into my corset and separate it. So now I'm cutting my corset. We don't need this part I'm cutting now, so I'm taking it away. So I'll cut on the waistline. This is the center front line. So I'll just go into the cutting of my cups right away. Can you see? So this is what your corset looks like. So I'll be calling this F1 and be calling this F2. Okay, so now I cut out my corset cup right away and cut out the overbust. Okay, I don't need this, and I'm cutting off what I added right here. Now I will cut, first of all, close my bust dart, okay, because they will actually have a slight shift at this point. So once I close up my bust dart, if there is a shift, we are going to blend it in. Can you see they shifted a little? So all you need to do, it does not affect anything, just blend it up like this. Can you see? I use a red marker for you to see. So now I'm cutting this cup, as you can see now, and our corset is ready. So this is what your corset looks like for the keyhole corset. So you'll be adding your seam allowances where necessary. So like I earlier said, to learn how to sew, draft, measure all kinds of corsets, you can join SEAMRITE Fashion Academy online tutorials on Telegram. Okay, all right, so that is it, and this is the keyhole. So the keyhole will be attached right on the center. Once this corset is sewn, okay, you have to target the stitching line, and that is where the keyhole will start. Can you see? So here will be cut on fold, and here it depends on what kind of corset you are making right here. So your boning lines will come over here. You have one boning line, you might decide to have another or create another. It depends on what you want. All right, people, so that is how we come to this to the end of this tutorial. I believe you learned a lot once again in this tutorial. So the back of this corset will also have a neckline of the same width, okay, to be able to attach this and sew to it accordingly. So thank you very much for watching once again, and see you in the next class. Bye.